Against the Ropes podcast.
Going into the ring with a horse, is that legal? Is that allowed?
I mean, the commission is like, you do whatever you want,
I was
man.
gonna say that. I was gonna answer that. You know, it is legal because I asked before we did it, and it's funny because a lot of people thought it was planned. It wasn't even planned.
Really?
It wasn't even planned.
I didn't even know.
He didn't even know. He didn't even know until he was about to walk out.
What? Come
That's
on.
how. That's how deep it
And you
was.
still hopped on the horse.
I was like, well, it's funny that
You
like,
got gloves on. You're like, what? How am I supposed to?
I get there and the commission, my coach was there before me and they kept asking him, oh, your fighter's coming out on a horse? And I didn't know they were asking him that until like.
Which one?
he's putting on the gloves and he's like, I don't know why the commission keeps asking me if you're coming out on a horse. and then I was like, what the heck? I was like, we've talked about it before. Like, it's a future plan, but it's not happening tonight, you know? And then they asked me, and I was like, nah.
That's not me.
Today, not today. I told them, not today.
And see what happened was a friend of mine, I invited him to the fight. I had been wanting to get him to the fight, and he was like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna be able to go. I was like, why not? He's like, I have a parade. You know, that day was I think Dia de la Raza or something, and there was a parade in Whittier. He's like, I'm gonna be taking my horses over to the city of Whittier. We're gonna do a parade and everything. I was like, well, great, man. I mean, Pico Rivera is the perfect place for horses. Right after the parade, you shoot down over here. And then he was like,
park your horse outside.
that's what I told him. But he was like, he was like, shoot. What if we use the horse? I was like, and I started joking. I was like, we could bring him out, you know, to do his walkout. Yeah. We started laughing, and he was like, hey, why not? I'm down to do it. Yeah. You know? So I was like, man, I don't even know if the commission would allow that to happen. So the reason he didn't know is I didn't tell him anything. I didn't want to pump him up, make him think it was going to happen until I talked to the commission. So the day of the fight, I talked to the commission, and I said, listen, you know, I have a friend who's bringing a horse. He's trained to be among
can't leave it outside. So.
Nah. He's trained to, you know, to do parades and everything. It's a special type of horse. Can we bring him out? They said, hey, you know, as long as everything goes okay and everything's safe, go ahead, you know. So the problem was that when they gave me the okay, I forgot to tell him because I got so busy with the show. We're in the middle of a show now. Now I have to put on my promoter hat and I'm running back and forth, you know, taking care of it. I forgot to tell him. So the commission kept telling him, hey, you're coming out on a horse. He was like, I don't know. I
didn't get that memo.
He was like, no. So then when it was time for him to come up, I run back and I get the horse ready and I bring him out. I was like, hey, get ready. He was like, what?
So you got the wrong Moreno.
But it was an amazing experience, though. It was an amazing experience.
It just put a whole lot more pressure on me, though. Like,
like now I gotta beat this whole.
I was like, well, okay, we're doing this big old thing. Now I really gotta show out and just dominate because if I don't, we're gonna look dumb. You know? Like, freaking walking on a horse, you know. I mean, the fight only lasted like a minute. It was supposed to be one of my toughest fights. You know, it was supposed to be probably my toughest fight according to you know stats.
The thing is, the opponent had 33 fights, professional fights. He only had 4. He was actually that was your 4th. He only had 3. He was going on his 4th. So according to the stats, he was favored. You know, he was favored highly.
And I had a friend that fought him, Striker. Striker fought him before, and you know he went the distance with Striker. So I was like, if you went the Striker's really good, man. You know he's cool, and I was like, if you went the distance with him, you know I'm probably gonna end up going the distance. So in my head, I was like, we're gonna end up going the distance, but you know
it was a test for him.
Yeah, no.
Michael, you already know I'm a fun guy.
Hola amigos, soy Juan Francisco Gallo Estrada. Quiero mandar un saludo para mis amigos de Contra las Cuerdas. Échenle muchas ganas. Un abrazo, muchas bendiciones.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. You know what mine is? Let's box, bitches. It's almost fight night.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you for the support. Keep doing your thing. You're doing a great job. So thank you and best wishes.
Against the Ropes. Huge shout out to Against the Ropes.